is Elisa Quander.
I'm Brooke Fox.
Allison Friedman.
Joanna Brown.
Taylor Harrell.
Hillary Nalvin.
Olivia Miller.
Carrie Gleeksman.
Carolina.
Terry Douglas.
I'm Leslie.
I'm Allie Carrillo.
My name's Lindsay.
Julie Imig.
I'm Michelle McCourt.
My name is Chris Bentley.
A dog owner.
I am a leader.
A wife.
I am a wife.
Daughter.
I'm a student. I'm also a fiance, and I'm also a dog mom.
I'm a lover of all things outdoors.
Business consultant.
Athlete.
Great family member.
I'm a career switcher.
I am a helper.
A runner.
I'm a student.
I'm a world adventurer.
And I'm a red lipstick wearer.
I like sitting on porches.
That's all I got.
A fantastic day like this shows the power of a group who puts their mind to a task.
Being involved with WILD has been awesome.
WILD Summit and the Women's Council is about transferring of knowledge. It's about sharing.
Everybody's smiling and happy and meeting new people and getting such great things out of the event. It's all worth it.
Today is a phenomenal opportunity to sit back, listen, absorb.
It's some really good information, some excellent speakers, some great panels. You're with a wide variety of people.
It's not about networking as a group of women. It's really about a group of women who are giving back. It's all about how can we facilitate those connections between students and the gifts of knowledge that the Women's Council members have.
I think we're so fortunate that this community has come together. I don't think all communities have something like this that's approached in the same way. I feel like we're here to help each other, and I feel like, we're not here to impress each other.
I want to show my support as a male. This whole male versus female thing, I think, is extremely prevalent in some countries, getting less prevalent in the United States. But until there's more Margaret Thatchers and heads of corporations that are female and show that they're every bit as good, if not better.
The way that we've defined women in society causes them to feel that there are things that they should and shouldn't do.
I think women wear so many hats, and I think that's so amazing in so many ways, but I also think it gets in the way of our focus.
There's a gap in women in leadership, especially here on the Front Range. I think that that gap is being quickly filled by things like the WILD Summit and the Women's Council at the Lead School.
If we're balancing being a student and a career-driven woman and thinking about a family and being a wife and being, involved in our own family that we grew up in, that's a lot of places to be at one time.
If I do that, I'm going to have less time for my family. I'm going to have less time for my husband. I'm going to have less time for my friends or whatever else, and I shouldn't do that.
I think what would give women the impression that they can't lead is that there are still not enough leaders in the big industries in this country.
Men or women leaders in the community can help show young women what the path to leadership looks like. A lot of times when women don't raise their hand to lead, it's because they should be doing something else or they shouldn't do that in the first place.
I think as women, we tend to self-limit. When they lack confidence, tend not to go for the same things that men with confidence will go for.
We're here today to give everybody the confidence to lead in the way that they want to lead and to make the choices that they want to make.
It's important to have strong women in my life. I love having women who have more experience than I do, who I can call to ask their advice.
I believe leadership is serving those around you and to the best of your ability.
Leadership is about raising your hand and doing.
Everyone can be a leader in a different way, and it might be in one particular aspect of your life.
Leadership is, in my opinion, about connecting with people.
A very good case could be made that everybody's a leader every day.
That has to come from an honest place, and you have to follow your heart to get there.
It's not a set of skills that someone comes out of the womb with.
Given the right situation, and if people have the right tools, anyone can absolutely be a leader. Students attending the WILD Summit should really just come into it with a very open mind and take advantage of everything that it has to offer. So there were great takeaways from speakers, but you also really just made some pretty amazing connections.
In some way, you're here because you're a part of this community, and whether or not you stay in Boulder or you move somewhere else, you will continually encounter these people again in your lives, and you have something to offer them and they have something to offer you, and it's really about being present and open and available and willing to take the time and meet them and have a conversation and just be honest and genuine.
You have such a great day in front of you, and you should be really, really excited. When it was my first year, I felt like, do I have anything of value to say to these women that have done so much with their lives? But you do. That's why you're here.
Be brave, be bold. Last year, I literally chased a woman out the door because I loved what she said on her panel. And no one will not talk to a student. You're not threatening, you're not looking for a job yet. People love to mentor. Obviously, all the women, or most of the women here, are fantastic mentors.
As women want to also clamber to the top and be successful, we need to make sure we're not holding each other back in that competitive space, that we're bringing everyone with us.
The younger population's experiences are really valuable because we are the future workforce, and they want to talk to you just as much as you want to talk to them.
Think about how this group can go out tomorrow and make a difference. And I believe in that wholeheartedly. I think that this group right here today, we can go forth and make a difference.
You have an opportunity with some wonderful people here at this conference, business leaders across the Front Range, people of all walks of life, different ages, different experiences, and it's just an incredible way to learn and tap into that.
I would say to the professionals in the audience to really just be open and willing to share your wisdom, but also willing to learn from those people just starting. I mean, if somebody's coming right out of school, that means that they have sort of the latest and greatest information, and they can be really valuable. The same way that those of us who are just starting out really look up to people who've been doing it for a long time.
I think maximizing the day is actually really easy, because it's all about talking to people and getting to know the people that are at your tables and beside you at the breakout sessions, and really letting yourself go throughout the day. You can be your own person, and you're not a marketer or a finance person. You're somebody who's here to make yourself a whole person.
I think the best activity a person can do is to talk and listen. So we have lots of different formats to do that in. There's the breakfast table, there's interactive formats in the breakout programming, there's lunch. I wouldn't miss any opportunity to introduce myself, say what I'm interested in, find out what other people are interested in, make coffee dates afterwards. This is just an excuse for us to get to know each other.
I can't even explain it. I just felt so confident afterwards when I walked out of it, and I was like, yeah, I can do whatever I want. Like, all these ladies are doing such amazing things, like, why can't I do amazing things too? And it's just so relieving to know that so many people have the same kind of goals.
To the men in the audience today, we are the lucky ones here. We are surrounded by a room full of fantastic women. Let's reach out today. Let's enjoy these sessions. Get as many business cards as you can. Pass out as many business cards as you can. Become part of this wonderful community that the Women's Council has created.
I choose to lead.
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 I choose to lead.